The next one on the list is going to be MATIC. Polygon MATIC.
All right.
I think it's Poly now. I think they changed the ticker. I'm pretty sure they did.
No, it's still showing up as
MATIC? Is it still showing up?
Oh, no, it does show up as POL.
Oh, POL.
But it is MATIC USD.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so they're probably transitioning into another different name. Whatever.
I think, yeah, they did that a while ago, I think.
So too, but it's still connected to MATIC. Whatever.
Exactly.
So it works. We're going to be doing live technical analysis on Polygon, MATIC. I'm going to hand it over to Crypto Papi.
All right, so it's MATIC USD. Weekly time frame data is coming in from capital.com, excuse me. So you could see here, it's been on here since February 15th, 2021. Once it was listed, it went absolutely parabolic, a beautiful movement to the upside. And of course, can't go up forever. The early investors have to take some profit before it comes back down to the downside, but we didn't meet our lows. Then it rallied back up, made a new all-time high before starting to go back down to the downside. Absolutely dumped. And if you were watching this on the chart, this area here, around the mid 30-cent range, should have had your eye on for some buy orders, potentially, not financial advice. And if you did that, you had a nice 300% play to the upside. Even more if you hung on and you were patient, before it started to stair step up to the upside throughout end of 2022 into 2023, before moving down to the downside. Found support yet again, but I would say we have our low, we have a higher low, and yet again a higher low from there, but our highs kept getting lower. So we have higher lows, but lower highs. We started to create this channel and moving down to the downside. We have an overhead trend line, which is going to act as resistance. We have our first touch point, February 20th, 2023. Second touch point here, March 11th, 2024. And we just have that extended out to the right. So again, we've been below it since this point, since March 2024. So a little over 2 years now, we've been below the trend line. So it is strong resistance, but again, we really haven't approached it. Then we could let's zoom in to look better at current price action. We have our Fibonacci, which is our swing high. Our one movement is at $1.27, excuse me. Our swing low is basically at current price action, just at about the mid 8 cents range. So you could see here, we did bounce around the Fibonacci ever so slightly, but really not finding any or much support for more than a week or so. I guess this is multiple weeks. But once we hit it, we broke right below it. We were in no man's land for quite some time, just constantly putting in that zero movement and fixing the Fibonacci before finally moving sideways for a couple of months now, before hopefully now we start to move up to the upside. So outside of our overhead trend line, it doesn't really make sense to plot any other trend lines because we still need to start breaking through at least the 236, our trend line, and then our 618. Then we could really potentially line up a few trend lines in the future for MATIC. But so let's just take a look here. Take a look to our left. We're at the point of breakout. We're at the point of listing when it was listed. So again, like a couple of the other tokens we've already covered, if you're heavily invested in MATIC, you definitely need to look elsewhere for your data provider to see where we could really start putting in some lows in for MATIC. But let's take a look at our highs. From current price action to the 236 Fibonacci is 327% movement to the upside. From current price action to the trend line is 654% movement to the upside. Goodness gracious. From current price action to the 618 Fibonacci is 865% movement to the upside. So a huge amount of upside potential for MATIC with Lord knows how much downside potential, because with the data provider we have, we are at lows, we're at the point of listing, we're at the point of breakout. So what is the risk to reward ratio on this? I have no idea. You would have to look at a different data provider, but you could see here over 800% movement to the upside just to get back to the 618. And all we need is some news about MATIC to come out. All we need is for ERC20 tokens to start moving. And what happens with that first? What needs to happen first is for Ethereum needs to get up on its high horse and start moving and putting in some all-time highs. So that's it that I have for MATIC. Let's move on to the next.
I do have a comment from the live chat.
MATIC is dead.
Yep, MATIC is dead. I mean, I still alive. There's some money in there.
Yeah, I would say MATIC does have a loyal following. Do I know much about MATIC? No, so I'm not one to speak on it. But I mean, I would say that's a great buy indicator when people are thinking it's dead, because that means, you know, just like with AMP, people are stressed out and worried and done with it. And they bought at, you know, say $1 and now it's at 9 cents. So of course it's dead. But what happens, not financial advice, but what happens if you buy at 10 cents, then you sell at $1? You know what I mean? That's just that's a decent trade setup where you buy at 9 cents and you sell at the 618 at 81 cents. You made that 800% profit potentially. But again, you know, with anything else, what's up? I see you looking up stuff.
I'm looking up the market cap to see how dead it is. You know, let's see. So the market cap right now is about $1 billion.
Okay, not bad.
So yeah, there it's not completely dead. I will consider it a project like truly dead when there's $0 in their market cap. It's not completely dead. We're not investors in MATIC, so I don't think we're trying to defend MATIC. But no, we're not protecting them. But it's not dead yet.